Any gender can benefit from going to therapy, and yes, that includes men. As a therapist myself, I have worked with many men across my years of being a therapist. This person goes on to say, I went to therapy for months and got nothing out of it. And I'm not speaking directly to this commenter because I don't know who they are, I don't know their experience. I am going to be speaking generally. There are lots of different reasons why going to therapy might not work for you or you feel like you're not getting anything out of it. That can include maybe it's not a good relational match, the therapist that you're working with, you feel like you just don't vibe with or connect with on a personal level. Maybe you do vibe with them, it's a great relational match. However, you don't connect with the therapy modalities that therapist utilizes. Maybe for whatever reason, maybe countertransference, maybe lack of education, for whatever reason, you got bad therapy. And I don't like to say that, but the reality is that we know across all disciplines, there are people within their career who, for whatever reason, do not do a good job. Maybe you weren't ready to change. Even though you went through the process of getting into therapy and engaging in therapy sessions, maybe you just really weren't ready to change. And that's not a bad thing. It's just something to assess. Like, okay, it might be easier for me to say that therapy doesn't work or I got nothing out of it than to acknowledge that I'm not ready to let go of the things that are creating a life I'm unhappy with. Maybe you were inconsistent with integrating therapy material into your day-to-day life outside of the therapy space. Like maybe you weren't practicing the coping skills or doing the things that you talked about with your therapist. Maybe at the time that you were engaging in therapy, it was really hard to focus on improving your mental health when you were struggling with food insecurity or taking care of an elderly parent or struggling with having a consistent home or feeling unsafe in your home. There can be so many different variables for why therapy felt ineffective, and I think it's really important to take an inventory of that experience to really tease out what was actually happening.